Hey guys, and welcome back to the Scrub Club Invitational. We are now in the losers bracket round 3. Yep, round 3, where we will now be seeing Iskar Jarek, who has progressively moved through the lower bracket, against Syndicate, who was just knocked out by Jathura in the winners bracket round H. So we'll jump straight on into the replay, guys. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Why am I pressing that? Alright. So what we've got, guys, is a TVT on Ohana Ellie, and in the top left-hand corner we've got the blue Terran Syndicate, and then in the bottom right-hand side of this map we have our orange Terran Iskar Jarek. Now, something I've always wondered is, no, so that's not accessible. You can't drop units down there, and oh man, that'd be sick if you could like do a proxy or something down here, then, or that, I might try that out after this. It's probably going to come up with it not working, but who cares. So in this mirror matchup, guys, it's going to be about the timings, and it looks like Iskar Jarek's out to a bit of a lead at the moment, with Syndicate slightly behind by 5 seconds on his supply depot. Now, I'll give you guys a brief rundown of Iskar Jarek's run in order to get here as well. So if you haven't watched the whole tournament up to this point, I'd pause the video now and go and look it up, or have a look in the link to the challenge page if you don't mind having spoilers put in front of you. But here we go. So in the first round, Group B of the winners bracket, he was unfortunately knocked into the losers bracket 2-1 by Jathura, who we just saw knock Syndicate into the losers bracket as well. Then, after being knocked into the losers bracket, oh, hang on, proxy something, proxy racks, alright, so we'll keep an eye on that. And unfortunately he sees it all and he might just be thinking, oh, he's just a bit slow. But anyway, so we saw Iskar Jarek fall into the losers bracket, where he then successfully 2-0'd Federator in very telling way. Then he moved on to his next opponent in Patsy, which he also dispatched 2-0. Probably the most important thing was the game before he played this was against Patsy, and that was a TVT, where Syndicate hasn't played a TVT all tournament yet. So Iskar's probably got a fairly good idea of how he's going to deal with this. Now, something that we've been seeing from Iskar as well is this really strong stim timing that he's been working on, and yeah, it's pretty good so far. It's won him most of the games. It's unfortunate that SEV feeling a bit rejected and having to crawl back up the hill, but that's alright. And a third rack's being thrown down by Syndicate as well. And if only Iskar could just move a little bit over there, he could see the impending doom that might be coming for him as Syndicate starts his orbital command a bit later. So Iskar moving out now. Oh shit, son. Oh shit.
Complete.
Oh, no way. Oh, the Scout of the Century. Forget Sail of the Century, guys. You've got Scout of the Century. And unfortunately, he doesn't see the third racks, but he knows there is some early pressure coming, and he's going to be running for those hills and to try and hide up here. Now, with the positioning advantage, oh no, he still won't have this, I don't think. Oh, but with the Marauder, that might swing it in his favour. Now, he needs the bit of micro. Whoops, pull that one back. Alright, so he should have it for now, but he needs to get those extra Raxes just producing like crazy. He's got the bank, he's got the... Oh, wow, that supply depot is on tilt, literally. Holy crap. Watch out, son, or else you'll fall in that gap. So he's throwing down an NG bay as well to get some upgrades, because in mirror matchups, upgrades are where it's mostly decided. So it's going to be 4 racks against 5 racks, but this one's not producing anything out of it. So the stim timing again with the Marauders, and a bunker being placed on the low ground, so that should help him to be able to hold it. So before all this kicks, I shall shut my face, and we'll go into pretty sick mode here. So here we go. So the barracks, the bunker I'm sorry, isn't going to finish. It was cancelled. That Marauder, unfortunately, did not have much fun. Couple of free hits so far. And it's just going to be about who can produce what. So bang, 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 bang. So pretty good angle at the moment for Iskar. He's picking off a few more units than he probably should be doing, but nice pullback there. And this next group of Marines will just force it back down. Alright, so whilst we wait for the next engagement as Stim finishes and the factory finishes for Iskar, I'll just chuck all this back up. What we've seen from Syndicate in his run to be in this place, or how he came to be, we saw him in the Group F of the winners bracket. We saw him 2-1 Phonic in some really cheesy games. He then moved on to Group H in the winners bracket, where unfortunately he was 2-0'd by Jathura, the purple Zerg, who is looking to be one of the stronger favourites for this tournament at the moment, since Relax, who was the front runner, was knocked out due to him not being able to attend his matches due to his uni workload, and Syndicate getting quite badly supply blocked and still not noticing it. So all these barracks have got queued up units, but not being supply blocked helps, guys. Hang on, how did he do that? Oh, he must have finished something. Wasn't paying attention, whoops. But if we open up the army tab, with this superior, with the superior kind of positioning, Iskar should be able to hold this should it come to push and or shove. So I'll just do a quick recap of what's happened so far in the tournament as a whole. So in the first round of the group, winners bracket in Group A, we had Federator 1-0 Eximus. He then proceeded. Then in the Group B, we had Jathura 2-1 Iskar Jarak. Then in Group C, which is the second round of the winners bracket, we had Relax 2-0 Federator, Postage with a walkover over Patsy, Jathura with a walkover over Holy Devil, and Syndicate 2-1 Phonic. Then we're in the third round now, and we saw Postage with a walkover over the top of Relax, with a nice little placement here and many a reactor on the way. And we saw Jathura 2-0 Syndicate. So then we go into the losers bracket and we saw that Iskar Jarak 2-0'd Federator, Eximus got a walkover over Holy Devil, Iskar Jarak then 2-0'd Patsy, Phonic got a walkover over Eximus, Syndicate, let's see here, so we're in the round now where Syndicate is facing off against Iskar Jarak, and Phonic has received a walkover over Relax, which will see him into the semi-final of the losers bracket, or losers round bracket. Yeah, we'll call it that. So Iskar pulling out now with a super high supply lead, and he'll be wanting to expand as soon as he can, I guess. I think Syndicate's just realised when you back Iskar into a corner, it's probably not a good idea because he ends up with Stim and a crap ton more units than you, and even, is that +1 I spotted? +1. So the power of hotkeys, guys. But if we look at the income tab, we see that Syndicate is finally ahead after all these games, as he's able to produce off 2 command centres rather than just the 1. But that shan't be for long, as and the Marine Force Syndicate spotting that. So Iskar taking his expansion, and Syndicate pumping out Marines. How many is that? Let's say 12 at a time. Is that 6 reactors? No, alright, so it's 11 or 10. Let's say 10. So, wait, 1, 4, 4. Oh, it was 12. How did he get 12 out? He must have had an extra on waiting. That's alright. Okay, so we see the armory going down for Syndicate, so it doesn't look like he wants to stay. Looks like he wants to get some upgrades. Oh no, and he cancels that instead. Alright, so still no upgrades, but that's no concern. If we have a look at the units tab, no Banshees as of yet, just pure SEV and Marine. And unfortunately he's lost his lead in the work account. So the one-ups from Iskar nearly finishing now with his siege tanks, I should say, defending his base, and a very nice supply lead to go with that. So we're nearing the bottleneck of this tournament. We've got maybe, let's see, so if we include this game, so one, two, three, four, 5 games left at least, then a 6th game if the person from the losers bracket beats the person from the winners bracket in the grand final. Then we go on to the double elimination kind of thing. So in order to lose the tournament, you have to have come from the losers bracket. So if you're in the grand final, the first grand final, and the person from the winners bracket loses, they go into the losers bracket then, and then it's a fight to the death, and whoever wins that wins the tournament. Now the structure so far has been best of 3s, but in the grand final itself, or grand finals plural, we will be seeing a best of 5. Not a best of 7, much to my dismay. I was kind of looking forward to it, but they all told me that no, that is not what is going to happen. So we see 2 base Cattle Bruiser with the 3rd going down as well from Syndicate. Now if this goes unspotted, he could get quite the jump on Iskar, as long as he doesn't get himself supply blocked. And the armory going down again. So as long as he doesn't get himself supply blocked and he keeps producing out of all of his stuff, he should be able to amass a certain amount of forces that could be able to maybe rival this. But yeah, the macro from Iskar at the moment is so strong, so strong, keeping his money nice and low, and look how much further ahead he is in the supply count at the 16-minute mark of the game. And so what I'll do is, guys, I'll have a quick drink, and then I'll be back in a second. So we saw the salvage of the bunkers at the top as well, which is a nice little tactical manoeuvre to get a bit of extra cash in the pocket, and Stim finally being researched. And even, what do we have here? We have the supply drop used on that. So it's a 2 starport Cattle Bruiser with 1 already on the map. And Syndicate really needs to ramp up his mining in order to maintain that gas and mineral count. Now, will this force for Iskar be able to spot the proxy Raxes? Unfortunately not before Stim finishes, so that's going to be something that Syndicate has, but he was just supply locked. Classic. And the weapons refit research on the way as well. Syndicate catching up with the supplies, so if Iskar was to push, he should have done it before now. But Syndicate has no information over this army anymore until, holy shit, it appears. A wild army appears, and see you later, Marine. And smartly he goes, well, I'm out of here, and pulls back as 2. Also, Syndicate doesn't have any upgrades on his units, but the 1-1 is fit. Oh, and he spots it all. And it's mad dash. Will the Stim be good enough? So he runs forward, which is the right decision to make, and then he tries to get as many of these buildings on fire as possible, inflict maximum damage. So 1 rack's down. Will the 2nd fall? He's going, and it looks like the 2nd one will fall, yes indeed. So pushing up now to take that position in the middle of the map, and taking his 3rd now, slightly after the timing of Syndicates, and see you later. And the Behemoth reactor research is on the way, which will increase the starting energy of all these guys by 25. So another 2 battle cruisers out, and that'll add to the 4 he's already got. Man, this is going to be an interesting game. So 3 attack on the way with the 2 armor and concussive shells as well. So Iskar's looking in a really good position at the moment. If we look at the income, it's stabilised out, but Syndicate would have wanted to have made a few more SCVs, I'm thinking, just to try and push that lead he had over the base timings. But here comes the battle of the ages. So we won't go. Oh, hang on, maybe we will. So here we come now, just skirting around, not doing much, checking for a fourth. That's right. So if we look at the vision from Syndicate, he sees nothing. Iskar sees nothing. Syndicate goes, holy shit. Burning another scan, he probably needs that for money purposes anyway. And the range on the Marauders just picking off. Oh, see you later. 6 siege up. Bunch of units lost. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. I want to do this. So we see that the army is... Oh, and here come the battle cruisers. This is worthy of the James Cameron photo angle. Another scan being burned as Iskar goes to shut down this base and does so successfully, but a bunch of Yamatos going down on the tanks. They probably should actually be going down on the medevacs to give him a lead, but this will be it. This will be it, guys. So all the Marines melting away. This tank should probably try and siege up, but Marines are good units. Another supply depot goes down, and it looks like we're going to see a stalemate, and if not actually Syndicate picking up a few of these medevacs if he wanted to. He probably should have done that. But that's alright, because the upgrades for Iskar's finishing now, and he's just absolutely shut down mining, and that is the result. So Iskar taking a really good lead now. You can't get in much better of a position now economically. So Syndicate's going to try and do some damage with these. Losing a bit of hit points before he eliminates that little thing, and these Marines will probably do a bit of damage. Slowly taking down the health of that battlecruiser, but here's going to be where it all comes. So a bunch of Vikings, so that's the most important thing, is that Iskar's had time to pump out a couple of Vikings and here join into the fray another couple as well, so another 4. And I guess the angle of engagement is going to be key here if Syndicate's going to have any success with this attack. You won't want to be Yamato cannoning structures necessarily. He'll be wanting to save those for the Vikings as he gets a couple of volleys unloaded into his battlecruiser, and one falls, and a bunch of Stim Marines coming up to clear up the rest of this as well. And see you later. So the good stim there, but now he's got to be careful because 4 Vikings do not win against that many battle cruisers. And will he be able to escape? Oh, but the stim's going to be where it all goes wrong here. Oh, hero Viking. Oh, he lost his life. That's unfortunate. Alright. So with all tech being destroyed here, only 1 battle cruiser remaining with its sick upgrades. No upgrades for the infantry. Iskar nearly at 3-3. Yeah. Not much else you can do now. If we look at the income tab, Syndicate's starting to crawl back, and Iskar could even take another couple of bases now that he's fighting this much, or even throw down... How many racks does he have? He has 4 racks, 5 racks, 6 racks. Yes, he could even throw down another 4 barracks with reactors and just pump out Marines until he's maxed, and then just push to win. Oh, he's throwing down another 5. I'm not sure the unit composition. Oh, well, actually, no, sorry. It was the unit composition. And the fact that you didn't do enough damage with that initial push. I don't think any of us were really expecting the BCs, as Syndicate now tries to transition into Banshees. And indeed, the defense was well. Alright, and +3 defense finishing up now as well. So I probably would have liked to have seen a bit more drop play, I guess, in this match. Like, that's what I'm kind of trying to really improve on, I guess, and kind of look out for is drops. But, oh, super saturation at the expansion, so he does need to take that 4th soon. Or just push and win with the supplies as they are now. Alright, and Iskar just mounting up his force, and Syndicate just getting some upgrades for the only thing he can make at the moment, which is this Cloaked Banshee group. But he doesn't even have Cloak, does he? No. Alright. So he'll probably be able to come down and snipe a few of these SCVs. As we'll just check the EPM for both players. And then we'll see how quickly it rises. So he probably shouldn't be focusing on that. And how will his car respond? So the pool of SCVs is fairly good. And his good idea to lift, and the wise decision to disengage there from Syndicate. The Cloak starting now, and another 2 Banshees on the way. And if I was this car, I'd just push. Oops. And the Banshees at it again, but they're going to run straight into Stim Marines, and see you later. Good night. Was that Iskar's scan? Yep. Let's make sure. So, wow, scan's gone for ages. Yep. You don't have hotkeys. Alright. So Raven on the way from Iskar as well, just to combat any other shenanigans. And he probably should be taking a couple of bases now. Just the insane amount of money that he's floating. So a nice hotkey setup here. 1 for barracks, 2 for factories, 3 for starports. And each command center assign their own key. Now if he just pushes up and takes this base, that'll be game, because there's no way that Syndicate can continue to produce. He's nearly out of money as it is, and he's nowhere near maxed. So now it looks like he's going straight for the heart, but that is a lot of Marines actually. But that battle cruiser's not going to stand, those battle cruisers, plural, aren't going to stand much of a chance. So no reaction to try and defend that, and not even all the Marines engaging, which he really needs to do. Pretty good Yamato, but the Raven will clean up all those Banshees as well. Oh, what am I doing? There we go, how rude of me, sorry guys. And see you later, remaining Marines. And Stim to win. Fantastic. So the GG are being thrown down. GG, and Syndicate leaves, and so does Iskar. So game 1 goes to Iskar. Now, there won't be a game 2 for this series because Syndicate decided to bow out of the competition at this moment. And so Iskar advances in the tournament 1-0, which I'll just show now on the thing. Whoops, I can't, hang on. There we go. So Iskar advances 1-0 over Syndicate to face Phonic in the semi-final. No, wait, hang on, that's not the semi-finals. In the quarter-finals, I guess we'll call it, or the round before the semi-finals of the losers bracket. So Iskar has had quite a run through the losers bracket. Let's see if he can maintain that run. See you next time, guys.